This episode is all about how to use online marketing strategies for small business. Most small business owners think that marketing means being on every platform, or that it means running ads or chasing social media trends. But then they wonder why leads never come in. The truth? The most profitable strategy makes you searchable right when your clients need you. In this episode, we'll bust the myths, we'll explore the difference between content creation and content marketing, and we'll reveal how to grow without burning out. Let's dive right in. So a key focus of this episode is how to market online without burning out and without wasting time. And we're going to start out with some rapid fire myth busting. Myth number 1, you have to be on every platform to be seen as legitimate. This is the goal of a lot of business owners. They think that if I am everywhere, then people will think that I am big and I'm successful. Now, would you rather look successful or be successful? Now, one of the first things that I do when I work with clients is I help them cut back and really only focus on areas that are going to generate leads for their business. Myth number 2, online marketing equals running ads or constantly posting on social media. Let me first define what marketing is to me. So marketing means getting in front of new people who've never heard of you before. So with that definition, posting ads, yes, you are getting in front of people who've never heard of you before. But of all the different types of marketing, advertising like that, where you're paying to push ads in front of people, it generates the lowest quality of leads of any type of marketing I can think of. And constantly posting on social media is actually not marketing at all. That's actually nurturing, right? So when you post something on Facebook, it's going to be your Facebook friends that see it, not new people who've never heard of you before. Or when you post on LinkedIn, or when you post on your podcast, or when you send out an email. These are all ways that you are nurturing people who already know that you exist. So in order to market, you have to put content out there that's going to be found or seen by people who've never heard of you before. So paid ads can be a great place to start. Paid ads are also a good way to really fine-tune your funnel because you can do testing and tweaking and iterate quickly. But there's a much better way long-term to generate much higher quality leads. Myth number 3, email marketing is outdated. Well, there's a lot of email marketing strategies that are outdated, but your email list is still the number 1, the most valuable part of your business. So with all marketing efforts, you want to have that lead to growing your email list. Now, email is the best way to nurture. It's the best way to turn a lead into an appointment, like for a strategy session. Myth number 4, SEO is dead. All right, so depending on how you look at SEO, search engine optimization, this may be a myth or it may be totally true. The SEO of the past is completely dead. It died back in 2015. I left regular search engine optimization because I discovered the Leaf strategy. I'll talk more about that later. But a lot of SEO companies continue to provide that same service, and finally they're recognizing, okay, we're going to have to switch our game. The big changes come because now ChatGPT is a competitor to Google. Now what's exciting is my clients who have followed my Leaf strategy, I have a done-for-you service where we help them apply that strategy. Their content is being found at the top of YouTube, it's being found at the top of Google, and it's being found on ChatGPT. Even content we created back before ChatGPT existed, that content is still showing up in ChatGPT. Let's talk for a minute about educational content, okay, and compare that to promotional content. So I'll have educational on this side, promotional content over here. When people are talking about marketing, they're mostly talking about promotional content. They think I need to create this amazing ad. And you've seen some of the most successful ads and commercials. If we watch the Super Bowl, we know that advertisers put millions and millions of dollars into crafting the most perfect commercial and airing it on prime time. But still, even the best ads generate very low quality leads. So let's take a step back and let's look at educational content. If you have expertise and your target audience out there needs your help, they need your services, and we're talking about people who don't know who you are yet. They're having challenges, they're having struggles, and you have the answers that could really help them. Imagine if you could figure out exactly what they need in the very moment, right? And then you created content, educational content, that you could put in front of these very people. So now people who've never heard of you before, they find this video, they don't feel like they're being sold to because you're just teaching them or helping them solve their problem. So now they know who you are, they trust you, And then that person explores and they find a promo video. They learn about you, they learn about your services. When they watch their promo video as step 2, instead of just having that push in front of them, but they've been educated, there's been a relationship first, and then they watch a promo video, the leads that come from that are far superior. Imagine what your phone calls or your Zoom conversations would be like with those type people. They already know you, they already trust you. It's just a whole different dynamic. And that's what it's like across the board with 100% of my clients. Instead of generating low quality leads, they're generating leads that are like referral quality. Now let's talk for a minute about YouTube specifically. Of all the different content platforms out there, whether we're talking about Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, or we're talking about your website, or if we're talking about Google or ChatGPT, there's only one really good content platform that is searchable. If you write an amazing article or you make an amazing video and you put that on LinkedIn, who is going to see that video or that article? It's going to be your connections, but it can't be found by people who are searching for the topic. LinkedIn doesn't have a content search engine, so it's not going to be found by the people you want it to be found by. If you put that amazing content on Facebook, it cannot be found by people who don't know who you are and don't know to search for you by name. It can't be searched by topic. YouTube was built from the foundation up around a search engine, so content can be searched by topic. So it works so amazingly well when you can research and find a really specific question that your target audience is asking. You make a video to answer that question, you put that video on YouTube, and now it becomes a marketing piece. It's being found by people who've never heard of you before but need your help. Now, a big challenge that a lot of business owners have is they see all these videos that go viral and they think that that looks like success. And so when they learn my strategy and that it's better to focus on search content, right? Content that your audience is searching for, and that's a better type of content for lead generation. I've actually had to create a done-for-you service where I hold their hands so they don't get distracted by the viral shiny stuff that actually doesn't work. But I make sure from the question research to the filming to the editing to the putting it on YouTube that we basically do it for them so that they can get that result. So what's the difference between content creation and content marketing? The way that you create the content can remain the same, but for it to be marketing, you've got to do the research first. So before you write any notes of your content outline, before you hit record on your camera, in order for this to work in marketing, you've got to do the research, find these questions, and map out your entire content strategy strategically, and then create your content so that you'll have a built-in audience for every video. What's the smartest way to market online without burning out or wasting money? That's why I love focusing on search-based marketing, because it's very predictable. You're not going to waste money. You're not going to try an experiment that's going to fail. Also, I love efficiency. I mean, right now I'm filming an episode, but I'm filming 20 episodes in a single day. So that way I can post content every single day on my YouTube channel, but I don't have to film every day. Knowing how to market online is the first step. The next step is having people see you as the go-to authority. In the next episode, I teach you about authority marketing so that you can take that next step. So I'll link to that episode right here. It's what is authority marketing. Once you understand that, every piece of content you create will become a marketing machine for your business. That is, people who are your dream clients who've never heard of you will then come and see you as the ultimate authority in your space. I'll see you in that episode.